Assalamualaikum and good day, everyone. I'm Faizah Ismail, Trade Commissioner of MATRADE TAIPEI. It's my pleasure to welcome you to Knowledge Hub session for Taiwan market. This is part of MATRADE's ongoing effort to support Malaysia exporters in exploring international market. We are honored to have three expert panelists with us today. Ms. Wendy Huang, Marketing Officer of MATRADE TAIPEI, who will provide a market brief on Taiwan, highlighting key trends, opportunities, and regulatory considerations. Mr. Nandy Chua, Deputy Managers of Evergreen Skyline Catering Corporations, who will share their sourcing requirements and insights on the types of products and innovations we are looking for. Ms. Ellen Yong, Marketing Managers of Emperor Marine Marketing Sdn Bhd, who will share a success story of exporting Malaysia seafood to Taiwan and practical advice for fellow exporters. Let's begin with our market brief. Ms. Wendy, could you please provide a brief overview of the Taiwan market, including key trends and opportunities for Malaysia exporters?
Thank you, Madam Faiza, for inviting me to share today's session on the penetrating Taiwan markets, a market brief. During 2025 MIHAS Knowledge Hub. In today's session, I will be sharing on the Taiwan economic overview, trade performance, key industry trends, import opportunities, and also the recommendations. So please stay tuned. So first of all, let's start with the Taiwan economic overview. So in the Taiwan economic growth this year is looking positive. So we are focusing this year the economic growth will be 3.10%. Compared to the last year, a little bit decline compared to last year, 4.8%. That's because due to the many geopolitical uncertainties. But also inflation rates, we are looking at 1.54. That's the status as of July 2025. But also that will still be the forecast figures. So we are looking at the inflation rate for this year will be somewhere between 1.5% to 2%. But GDP per capita in USD in this year 2020 forecast will be USD $37,045. So that would be the general overview of Taiwan economic indicators. So let's move on to the trade performance. So it's good news. Since last year, 2024, Taiwan officially become Malaysia's fourth largest trading partners. And then that's for the Malaysia perspective. And meanwhile, for Taiwan perspective, Malaysia is Taiwan's seventh largest trading partners, and also the ninth largest export, and also the eighth for the import source. For last year, in 2024, total trade recorded at USD 869.4 billions, while import and export recorded at USD 394.39 billion and USD 475 billions for Taiwan. So as mentioned, Malaysia ranked as Taiwan's seventh largest trading partner in 2024, and the top five trading partners, including China, United States, Japan, South Korea, and Hong Kong. So this will be the Taiwan's overview on the trade performance. So Malaysia position as an outstanding trade performance in 2025, and the increase for the Taiwan to become Malaysia's number 4 trading partner is because of the vibrant and robust trading partnership. We have so many Taiwanese company going to Malaysia to do the business, and we have a vibrant industries. For example, in the semiconductor, bioeconomy, e-commerce, and pharmaceutical medical device. So I will get into that in the later more details. So that would be the over trading figures. But let's look at the import and export in products. So in last year, Taiwan mostly import from Malaysia, including E&E. So that would be electrical and electronic goods, petroleum, palm oils, organic chemicals, and also the machinery as well. And also from the Malaysia, major import from Taiwan would be also including E&E, because we have so many Taiwanese company and semiconductor ICT company invest in Malaysia. So due to the supply chain, E&E products are always ranked number 1 for bilateral countries between Malaysia and Taiwan. So that will be on the goods, trading goods. And now let's move on to the market snapshots. So Taiwan population reached 23.42 millions as of June 2024, and also it's the Taiwan is a mature I would say the population. We have so many elderly people, and then for the 11 consecutive years, we have the birth rate it's declined. So I would say it's we are expecting we have the new capacities and also the new birth rates as Taiwan is moving older to the senior elderly care. So there's a potential for Malaysia company to venture in that areas. So that would be more on the population demographic side. And in terms of the total population so far in Taiwan already like reached 23 billion in 2024. So and hopefully we can still stabilize at around 23 millions populations. And also the average birth rate, we are looking at the male would be 83.74 years for the male, sorry, for the females, and also 76.9 for years for the males. So on the average life expectancy will be 80 years old. So that's the demographic populations. And in terms of the Taiwan consumer on the F&B markets, the Taiwan F&B market in Taiwan is sized at USD 41 billion in 2022. Taiwan experienced in a relatively slow growth rates between 2017 to 2022 at 1.4%. Because and we're hoping the growth rate will come back to a moderate CAGR figures of 3.7% over 2022 to for the up next 5 years to 2027. But in terms of the goods, the most top 10 purchase products, meat products, fruits, baked goods, meals and soups, fish and seafoods. These are the ones ranked top 5, and followed by dairy product, nuts, pasta, noodles, and also the rice, staple goods, and also the vegetables. The last one will be the savory snacks. So these are the most top 10 popular or F&B categories in Taiwan in terms of the sales and also in terms of the shares in percentage. So that will give a general idea on the Taiwan F&B markets. So now let's look at the F&B product consumption trends, especially for the online. So after the pandemic, consumer behavior trend already shift from the physical store and then to the onlines. One of the reasons is due to the busy working lifestyle. So and because of that, household they tend to purchase product online and then have the product delivered to the convenience stores or Shopee, Momo, all these online commerce platforms instead of going for them to go to the physical shops. When we do the observation, food products, beverage, F&B, these are the most common F&B product consumer will place from the e-commerce platforms, and followed by edible oil, biscuits, nuts, bottled water as well, and ready to drink teas in the bottled teas. So these are the ones we were seeing increase the trends in terms of shifting the consumer behavior. For example, biscuit instant noodle, and they have a stronger growth compared to last year because of the lifestyle changes. And also, we see also a momentum speed up compared to last year for the bottled water, juice, carbonated drinks, and also sport drinks. So if your company is looking to expand this product, the beverage into Taiwan, these are made a product you may consider to introduce in order to grab the shares in Taiwan. So that would be the online news. The online sales. But now let's move on to the offline sales on the physical stores. The physical stores, we are also observing the main category, including confectionery and biscuits, snacks, still growing. And also the mint candy, the mint candy, the peppermints, they sing with the bounce back and was driven by the increasing demand of the COVID peak. And followed by that, we also seeing main household food categories slowing down, and then except for the edible oil. And the reason for the household product to decline is because nowadays, because of the inflation rates, all the retail price for the meats or the staple goods, vegetables, seafood also increase. So a lot of the consumer believe it's easier and convenient for them to purchase directly from outside, and then so they can really allocate better on their disposable incomes. So that will be the sales for F&B, especially for the offline sales distribution channels. And also when we are looking at the beverage consumer beverage trends, beverages still holds the #1 growth, such as the bottled water, the drinks, carbonated drinks, and also the functional and sports drinks. Because now after the COVID, people are more health conscious, so they tend to do outside a lot of the outdoor sports. So the increase for this kind of nutritious drinks are also seen with the increase. And they are now mixed with the different flavors, the green tea and various flavors, just enhance the taste for the Taiwan consumers, because they are also they like to try the new things. So that will be a one way to grab the consumer preference. Of course, Taiwan is I would say a non-Muslim population, so we also seeing hot liquors in the increasing growth as well. But that one I will just being a more modest, so I won't touch further on that. And now let's look at the information, the market trends for household numbers by persons. So it's similar to other East Asia countries and region with the high GDP and incomes. Taiwan has entered the downtrend of the total population, as mentioned before. So it's hopefully which to bring more alliance to a consumer to the higher incomes. So we are trying to aiming to those the higher income disposable companies. I mean the family household. So the household with a smaller size, like 1 or 2 persons, are set to growth for the numbers and driven by the youth postponing to form the families and also the country's aging populations. So I would say the household demographic nowadays getting smaller. People tend to live in a smaller family, like between 3 to 4 people. And also in Taiwan these days, most of the parents, they will just have like 1 or 2 babies. So we are really seeing a smaller portions. So I would encourage a Malaysian company, if you want to export to Taiwan, especially on the retail packaging, take into consideration for the smaller packaging, because that would tend to fit the local demands these days. We mentioned on the physical stores. So now let's have a look at the Taiwan convenience stores overview. So the density of the convenience stores in Taiwan is quite high. It's every 1,700 people will have one convenience stores in 2022, and which is ranked the second largest place in the world, and the first place being the South Korea. So as of 2024, there are close to 300,000 convenience stores in Taiwan, and most of the stores are 24 hours. One of the major convenience store chain will be the 7-Eleven, which is owned by the Uni-President Group. This one, it nearly holds 50% of the total market shares. The second one followed by the Family Mart. Family Mart is a well-established supply chain, retail convenience shop in Taiwan, and they are more famous for its diverse hybrid store formats and developing membership programs, as well as providing the digital services. And now, since because the government's new southbound policy, we are looking at ASEAN countries to provide a Muslim-friendly environment. So Family Mart, they also work with the Taiwanese government to provide services or the career services for the new immigrants in Taiwan, so to create a user-friendly experience, so which resulting in the steady increase in the market shares. So for now, the Family Mart's total shares will be around 35% in Taiwan. So plus 7-Eleven and Family Mart, that's already dominates nearly 80% of the Taiwan convenience stores popular the market shares. So that would be the convenience stores overview in Taiwan. And now let's take a look at the key distribution channels. So we have in Taiwan, we have supermarkets and also we have the hypermarkets in Taiwan. So let's look at the supermarkets. So supermarkets, PX Marts currently holds nearly 65%. It's taking the leads for the sectors within the increasing market shares. So the average revenue growth will be for the supermarkets, it turned down to 2%. And we are seeing the trends, for the forecast for the next 5 years. And in terms of the hypermarkets, the first one still be owned by the Carrefour, which owns 20.6%. So Carrefour in Taiwan, they leads while its market shares continue to shrink. And then because now the market expansion and also the corporate strategies, so that's why there's we might see the shrink downturn. But apart from that, PX Mart also acquired RT Mart in 2022. So it's somehow shifting the whole wholesales distribution, also the market trend in Taiwan. So the average growth, the annual growth rates for the hypermarkets, we are looking at 4% for the up next 5 years. So that will be the key distribution channels overviews. And now let's look at the key industry trends. So consumer behaviors in Taiwan can be, I would say, summarized into 6 different angles. The first one would be the consumer, they are more brands precise. And then I will encourage the company or the Taiwanese importers to combine product difference, including the health, convenience, and value, and to more of a general targeting generations, especially for those elderly, they are more price sensitive, and also to leverage on the TikTok Generation Z IG. So for last year, we had some events and we worked with the Taiwan KOLs and did some posting on the events. So increase the followers. So also increase the brand awareness. Also, buying behavior tend to be under economic pressures because of the inflation rates, and also we have to take Omimart channels integration into considerations to increase the convenience and also the efficiencies. And then also another good news will be the policies, because now Taiwan government, they already passed the act to waive the commodity tax of 15% on the sugar-free beverages, so which allow the price competitiveness for the Taiwan importers and also the Malaysian exporters. And also Taiwanese consumer, they are quite brand loyalty. So once they stick to the one specific brand, they don't tend to change the purchasing preference. Also, because of the healthier lifestyles, we try to combine their increasing growth for the key consumption in kombucha, sugar-free tea, and also high-protein shakes. Also to adapt for the innovation of flavors and also the vegan choice for those who cannot eat meat or they are lactose intolerant or the vegetarian populations. So as I mentioned before, these are the ones for the market consumers. So if your company is thinking to do the the import and import duty through the B2C cross-border e-commerce, so please bear in mind that Taiwan has a minimum 2,000, or approximately 300 ringgits. So meaning no tax will be duties import on the imposed shipments for any value before or up to NTD $2,000. And then each shipments can only allow 6 different shipments for the January to June. That would be one first half, and after the second half between July to December, you can have another 6 different shipments. So once you reach that quota, you exceeding that quota, so you have to pay the import tax and multiple import duties. But that one, of course, is based on the B2C cross-border platforms. But if your company is doing through the conventional trading platforms, so you don't have to consider for that. That one is only strictly for the B2C considerations. And now let's look at on the market entry strategies. So Taiwan initiative, there are several angles or the sectors we observe with the growing trends. One would be the renewable energy, biomass, and biofuels. It's during President Lai Ching his executive order to develop green energy technology. It's also one of the another innovative industry under his portfolio. So Taiwan is currently accelerating the renewable energy deployments, expanding solar energy, wind, hydrogen power. So we also seeing different companies, especially for the CPC or the Taiwan Power, they are now venturing into the hydrogen energies. So I would say that's one of the area we can bilaterally look at for the new renewable energy and also the green energy as well. And also to develop biofuel technologies to support research production, also applications to provide the sustainable biofuels on the transportation and also the manufacturing industries. So that would be on the biofuel energy side. So let's look at the medical device and also the pharmaceuticals. For your information, Taiwan revised Medical Device Acts to streamlining with the international standards, such as United States TFDA, EUC standards, and also Japan PMDA. So concurrently, through its precision health initiative, the government still continue to invest in R&D infrastructures, choose to build out the complete ecosystem to accelerate biomedical invitation and also smart medical device integrations. So that would be one of the area we are also looking at because we also need some of the raw material from Malaysia. We have the technology, but in terms of the raw material, we also rely on Malaysia abundant resources. So that can be one of the areas we can look at bilaterally. And also, most important thing is for the Malaysia company to venture into Taiwan, we are looking at the import regulation. So next, I'm going to guide you step by step on the import regulation. So in terms of the import, so first thing we need to identify the import duties, what's the percentage, and also the regulation for under that specific HS code. And also to bear in mind on the prohibit import items from Malaysia. So I will get into more details later. And also, once the product is ventured Taiwan, it's required for the Taiwanese importers to adhere the required documents and also the information for the food importation. You need to have for the Taiwanese importers, you need to have the invoice packaging list and also the Chinese labeling is quite essentials because because I know Malaysia is using a simplified Chinese, but whereas in Taiwan we are using traditional Chinese. So I would advise Malaysian company when you want to export, especially for the FMB product to Taiwan, modify your labeling to adapt the local regulations. And also for the food business registration for the TFDA and also the production date and expiry dates. These are the crucial information you have to provide to the Taiwan importers for them to prepare for the custom clearance. All these ones are regulated by the Taiwan TFDA. So in terms of the procedure for food imports, we are looking at two sides. One is the custom declaration side, and the other one is the TFDA. So the TFDA also requires you have to submit to all the food additive, the labeling, to make sure your list of its ingredients, if let's say it's a raw material and comply to the Taiwan AVIA, stands for the Animal and Plant Inspection Quarantine Agencies. So you have to comply to both agencies in order to make sure your product can come into Taiwan. And also in terms for normally for the first time importers, it's often we will receive the batch by batch inspection at the customs. So once you have the second and third importation to Taiwan, so because they already have a record at the customs, so that can also expedite the process. That's from the custom side. And also from the TFDA, they will do the random inspection at the borders. So they will check whether there are any cardiology elements or the essential the pest controls, any pesticide residuals. So these are the ones have to bear in mind. So to make sure your product comply to the Taiwan standards. And after you already received approval from both TFDA and also the custom declarations, your product are free to come into Taiwan and then for the promotions. So when Malaysia HS code is under international code will be 6 digits, and Malaysia will be using the 9 digits, whereas in Taiwan we are using 8. So I would advise Malaysian company to go on a custom administration website. Here you can see the tariff code. You just key in a tariff code, or if you don't know the HS code in details, you can simply key in the English descriptions, and then the website can guide you on the correct correct HS code. And if you're still not sure on the HS code, you can also have the Taiwanese complaint to apply for the for the application for the review on the HS code. So provide all the information on how the product's made, the list of ingredient by percentage to the Taiwan customs. So they will review all the procedures and guide you on the import tariff accordingly to avoid the mess, and also to guide you properly. And another thing to bear in mind will be Taiwan introduced the systematic inspection for imported food. So any product such as meat, seafood, dairy product, eggs products, animal fats to Taiwan, they must apply systematic verification to Taiwan's TFDA. And please bear in mind the application is only go through imports food digital management system. We call it IFDM in short. And the application is only applicable for on the G2G level. So meaning Malaysian companies, if you wish to export the product to Taiwan, especially for the seafood, this product, please advise to contact Malaysian competent authority for document submission to the Taiwan side. So and also another thing to bear in mind will be since last year in 1st January 2024, Taiwan TFDA, they set the new regulation, put the limits on glycol fatty acid esters, well, we call it GE in short, in edible oils, oils for the food product and also the infant formula, whether as it's in powder or in the milk. So before we had the Taiwanese company, they import the margarine from Malaysia, and because of that GE level, so currently the product cannot sustain the market because they cannot comply to the TFDA standards. But another solution would be to the Malaysian company palm oil. If you wish to export palm oil in Taiwan, you can export the palm oil in bulk, and then to the Taiwan companies who have the refinery facilities. So once the product reach Taiwan refinery facility, they have the technology and the know-how to reduce the GE level to meet the Taiwan TFDA standards. So there's still a way for the product to come into Taiwan. So on the final few points, so let's look at the opportunities for Malaysian companies to consider. So as I mentioned before, most of the F&B products or the pharmaceutical, there will be an import tariff, roughly between 10% to as high as 30% for the coconut product, biscuit at 27.5%. Plus the import tariff and also the market listing fee. So we are looking at somewhere between 35% to 40%, depends on the chain of distributions. But that doesn't mean your product does not have the competitiveness in Taiwan. So for your information, Taiwan has been looking into the Muslim-friendly environments, and we also have Taiwanese company eager to export abroad and then to obtain the halal certificates. So now the proper opportunity lies in the supply of the halal ingredients. So in Taiwan, we currently have two foreign certified halal body by Jakin. One is called TIDA and the other one is THCD, Taiwan Halal Certification Development Corporation. So, and the other one is Taiwan Halal Integrity Development Association, TIDA and THCD. So I would encourage the Taiwanese company, if you are looking for to obtain halal certificates, but meanwhile you don't have any halal ingredients. So these are the chance for the Malaysian companies to engage with the Taiwan food manufacturers. So you can supply your raw material, it's halal already certified, and then you supply to Taiwan. So not only you can expand the market shares, and also to increase to have the Taiwanese company to leverage on Malaysia's strength and capacity on the halal certification, but also to have the lower tariff. So to create a win-win situation. So as of this year, June 2025, there are 764 halal certificate companies and manufacturer in Taiwan, comprise the product of 10,000 SKU, including F&B ingredients, food flavoring additives. So these are the areas or the components I will encourage a Malaysian company to look into to supply the raw material or semi-finished raw materials. And another opportunity for Malaysian company will be the sugar-free beverage or the plant-based beverage. So as I mentioned, Taiwan is now shifting towards a health-conscious consumption. And also we are seeing the sugar-free, low sugar or natural functional drinks increasing. So in the slide, you will see on the bottom, so we have the locally produced almond milk. We have the almond milk, cashew milk, and also we are importing various kind of the oat milk because Taiwan is a coffee lovers. So a lot of barista they tend to import this. They tend to use this kind of the beverages to mix the latte or the cappuccino. So the market's there, and also we observe there are coconut milk in Malaysia. So that can be one of the option to provide to Taiwan. So the Taiwan beverage market reached USD 4.15 billion in 2025. So it's driven by the health-focused products. So I will say the market is still growing, and then we're still welcoming more and various product with the innovation flavors that can cater to the Taiwan markets. And because some population, I would say 1 out of the 4 people, they tend to consume vegetarian once a month or like twice a month. So we also seeing if the lacto beverage or the plant-based beverage is also the market potential in Taiwan. So for those Malaysian company, if you want to venture into Taiwan, these are the recommendation or some of the key trade fairs you may consider into for your consideration. So list down by the different, I would say the sector or the industries. So for the first one, we have the Kaohsiung Food Show, which will take place between 23rd to 26th October this year in Kaohsiung. So it's also one of the B2B trade fairs. So, and another one, if you are looking for the franchise, food franchise, because in Taiwan we have various Taiwanese people, they are more, they can accept new things, the Thai food, Malaysian food, Indian food. So if you are looking forward to penetrate to bring your food franchise into Taiwan, so why not consider the Taipei International and Training Franchise Exhibition? And the good thing for this event is it has 4 editions every year, so you won't miss any of the season. So we have spring edition, summer edition, autumn edition, and also the Kaohsiung edition. So this one is for more on the B2C and B2B trade fairs on the franchise. And most important thing is, well, for the 2026, we also have Food Taipei. So Food Taipei will take from 24th to 27th July in June in 2026. It is also one of the largest B2B trade fairs in Taiwan. And for MATRADE Taipei, we have been taken the presence in Food Taipei since 2016. So all the years we will help Malaysian companies to expand their presence in Taiwan on the food technology, food innovation, and also the expand the food markets in Taiwan. And if your company is looking on the biotechnology, pharmaceutical, biomedicals, so I will also recommend you to consider BioAsia Taiwan. So BioAsia Taiwan next year will take place from 15 to 19 July in the 2026. And we also have the dates for 2027. So under BioAsia Taiwan, we also have regional cooperation forums where we work together with the organizer. If you want to explore on the plant-based ingredient application with the Taiwanese company for the R&D, please feel free to reach out to MATRADE Taipei. So I hope the above information are fruitful and then give you some idea on the Taiwan market overall. So if you have further question, please feel free to reach out to us, Malaysian Friendship and Trade Center or MATRADE Taipei. So we have Maiden Noor Faiza Ismail. She's the Trade Commissioner, Director of Trade in Taiwan. And then also this is Wendy, the Marketing Officer here at MATRADE Taipei. So to sum up, these are the key takeaways. So before the company enter Taiwan, please do some research and promote, and then do some market surveys. And then you are always ready, be mindset ready to compete. Compliance to Taiwan standards, being timely and efficient to the Taiwan importers once there is a demand, and also go visible, go digital, and go online. But last but not least, to find a proper, correct business partners for the win-win situation. So these are my presentation for today, and thank you very much. And I hope you have a good success at the MIHAS. Good luck.
That's very informative information, Ms. Wendy. Thank you so much. Let's move on to Mr. Danny Chuang from Evergreens Catering.
Okay. Hello, and thank you for taking the time to join today's Knowledge Hub. We are from Business Department and attend on behalf of Evergreen Sky Catering. I'm Danny, and this is Amy, and this is Jeff. Today, we would like to share with you more about our company, the products and service we offer, how we make sure everything meets high quality standards, and the benefits of working with suppliers from Malaysia. We hope this session helps us get to know each other better and open the door to more chance for working together and growing together. Now we will have Jeff give a brief introductions of the company background, please.
Hi, this is Jeff. Evergreen Sky Catering is part of Evergreen Group. Since we started in 1993, we have gained over 30 years of experience in airline catering. Today, we provide more than 40,000 high-quality meals per day to over 20 airlines around the world. We follow strict international food safety standards and have received many global certifications, such as ISO, HACCP, Halal, and TQF Touchmas. This helps make sure every meal we provide is safe, clean, and high quality. We have 8 professional kitchens and a strong cold chain logistics system, from buying ingredients to cooking, packing, and delivery. We carefully control every step to keep our meal fresh and safe. Besides serving our parent company, EVA Air, we also work with many well-known international airlines, such as Malaysia Airlines, Emirates, Singapore Airlines, ANA, among others. These long-term partnerships show our strong reputation, professional service, and trusted quality in global market. At Evergreen Sky Catering, our main business covers different types of food services. We not only prepare traditional in-flight meals, including special meals for different dietary foods, but also make frozen and ready-to-eat meals. We actively work with online shopping platforms to grow ourselves. We also provide food service for VIP lounges. In addition, we partner with our Family Mart to set up a company called Ever Family International Food, which focuses on growing the frozen food market. With these different types of business, we are able to build close partnerships with many kinds of suppliers and show that we can quickly adapt to changing market needs. We keep working on new products by using both global and local ingredients. We create special menus that matches the taste of different regions. During the pandemic, we launched several frozen ready-to-eat meals. The most popular ones are our frozen beef noodles and Vienna bread. These products help people enjoy easy and convenient meals at home. They also did well in online shopping and convenience stores, helping our brand grow in new ways. At Evergreen Sky Catering, we care a lot about managing allergens and special diets. We have separate areas for making food to avoid mixing ingredients that could cause allergies. We provide different special meals for people who are allergic to nuts, lactose intolerance, or need gluten-free food. All meals have clear labels to keep passengers safe. We also respect different cultures and religions. So we follow Halal certification rules to make sure passengers can eat meals that fit their needs. We really value working with suppliers from Malaysia. Malaysia is a great location and has a strong Halal food supply chain, which gives us many benefits. Working together helps us get steady, good quality ingredients and also let us share local special products on international flights. We also like to work with suppliers to develop new products that fit Southern Asian market. This way, both sides can find more business chance and grow together. Sustainability is a very important how we run a business. Evergreen Sky Catering works on many green projects like using recyclable and biodegradable packaging, buying local ingredients to lower carbon emissions, cutting down kitchen waste, and using energy-saving machines. We also choose suppliers who do well in ESG so we can build sustainable chain together. As part of our green actions, we use solar power and water recycling at our factories. At the Sustainable Action Competition for Airport Partners, held by Taoyuan International Airport, these efforts help us cut 804 metric tons of carbon emissions and won up the top prize in the company's category. All raw materials that come into our central kitchen go through strict inspection steps. First, our trained staff check the materials for appearance, packaging, labels, and expiration date. Then, our own lab tests materials for things like bacteria, heavy metals, pesticides, leftovers, and food additives. Suppliers must provide valid certificates and test reports to prove their material meet food safety rules. We also regularly check our suppliers to make sure quality keeps getting better. Right now, we use many raw materials from Malaysia, like seafood, juices, spices, seasonings, and halal certified ingredients. All these materials go through strict checks to make sure they are safe and good quality, helping us with our daily production. We also warmly welcome more good suppliers to work with us so we can grow together and offer more product choices. Up next, we will be playing a corporate introduction videos that will provide you with a detailed overview of our in-flight meal production process and quality control measures.
Okay, thanks, Jeff. So thank you all very much for your attention and time. If you want to work with us, please feel free to reach out by email or phone. Our team is ready to help you understand what's needed and share more details about working together. We look forward to building a good and sustainable supply chain with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Danny, for the informative and insightful sharing.
Thank you.
Okay, your insight help Malaysia exporters understand exactly what buyers like Evergreen are looking for. Then we proceed with our final speaker, Ms. Ellen Yong.
I'm Ellen Yong from EM Group, a trusted name in premium seafood since 1996. For nearly 3 decades, we have been headquartered in Perak, Malaysia, and we have built some unique, a fully integrated seafood solutions that cover everything from hatchery to farming, processing, and exporting. Today, I would like to share our commitment to freshness, sustainability, and reliability has made us as a trusted partner for customers across Asia and Europe. First of all, I would like to show some pictures of the hatchery. And our hatchery is a biosecure facilities for specific pathogen-free penis monodon post-larva production. And in order to produce a quality monodon seed for farming. And in our farming, so we apply the full biosecurity protocols. So to optimize the environment. And let's go to the processing. So in our processing, we have the HACCP certified facilities for freshness. And we have a modern facility and in order to control the quality. So let's have a look on some of the photos of our processing plant. And we have some modern facilities in order to produce a good premium quality of the shrimp, of the product for the export. So let's see the premium product that we produce in our plant, tiger prawn. And for this shrimp, it's a premium size. It means it's in the bigger size. And the flavor is rich in flavor and it's a premium appearance. And it has a firm texture, high-end, and it's suitable for high-end dining and events. And another types of shrimp is a Vietnamese shrimp. It's a small and medium size. It's in a mild flavor. And the market for this shrimp is mass retail and casual dining, such as for the dumplings and skewers. And we have a live cooked penis monodon shrimp also for the niche markets. And let's go to the global standards. We have the certification for our factory, such as the HACCP, Halal, and GMP. And all are traceable from farm to the fork in order to meet the Taiwan standards. And for the packaging and logistics, and we have 2 types. You can go for the restaurant, it's about packing, and for the retail packs for supermarket, and it's a small packing. And our strength is a full control of the quality from the larva to the finished products. And for the farming, we have we imply the sustainability commitment in our farming. For market flexibility, we can tailor the hour size and in the processing and the packaging as well. And we can customize the brand for the customer. And certification, we have a HACCP, Halal, GMP for the factory, and as well as for our farming. And now we come to the competitive advantages. And we are renowned for the freshness as a DNA. And we can supply the products whole year round. And all the products that we supply is traceable, is safe, and ethically produced. And we are dedicated to our customer, so we can provide a full support to our customer. Global reach. So, and our products export to the Asia country, Europe country, and we can partnership in retail, food service, and wholesale markets. So let's work together. If you have any questions, let's contact us for details information. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Miss Eileen. That is inspiring. Your experience demonstrates the importance of careful planning, compliance, regulations, and building trust with the buyers. Maybe I have a question for you. How do
Yes.
you identify the right distributors or partners in Taiwan?
Normally we will make sure the importers have their license and they are able to comply to the regulatory requirements, so that to avoid custom delays or any legal risk. And also we make sure they have the cold chain logistics capability in order to keep the stream freshness. And for the market coverage, we can go for the retail, food service, or e-commerce or niche market for the cook stream. So that's all normally what we focus on.
Okay, thank you, Miss Eileen. Mr. Denny, maybe I ask a few questions for Evergreen. As one of the premium buyer for MIHAS 2025, could you share the types of product that Evergreen Skyline Catering is seeking?
We are looking for high quality, Halal certified food products that are easy to store and transport. We are especially interested in seafood, coconuts, cheese, and condiments. We are care about good quality, food safety, and a smooth delivery. We are looking for partners with new ideas and eco-friendly solutions. Thank you.
Okay. What about the upcoming food trends or menu concept is Evergreen focusing on for online catering in the next 1 or 2 years? Maybe you can share something.
Evergreen Sky Catering will focus on healthy meals with good nutrition, using eco-friendly packaging and a sustainable ingredient, offering diverse menu for different cultures. This helps improve passengers' meals and meet changing needs. Thank you.
Okay, Miss Eileen, just now you share about the identifications of the right distributors, right, and partners. Maybe you can share the strategy that can help your seafood products succeed in the Taiwanese market.
Regarding the strategies in order to help on the seafood market, normally we will focus on the quality, okay, and the transparency. So in order to make sure the safety and the sustainability. Okay, for the product format, normally we will process in the frozen type or processed type or ready to use the product. Okay, local partnership, then normally we will collaborate with the agents or with the distributor. Okay, and for exhibition, normally we will visit the exhibition and we will build the relationship with the any new customer or current customers. That's what we practice.
Thank you, Miss Eileen, for the very valuable information for all the Malaysia exporters. I would like to thank all of our panelists for sharing such insightful and informative perspective. Maybe I can summarize today's key points. Taiwanese buyers prioritize quality, safety, and reliability. Sustainability and innovation are increasingly important trends in the food and catering sector. Learnings from the experience of the successful exporter can guide new companies in navigating market challenges effectively. And I believe that Muslim or Mr. Friendlies and also Halal products are one of the opportunity for the Malaysia exporters to the Taiwanese market. We hope that the today's sessions provides practical guidance for Malaysia exporters who are exploring to the Taiwan market. Once again, thank you to Ms. Wendy, Mr. Danny, and Evergreen team, and Ms. Eileen for their valuable contributions. And thank you to all participants for joining us today. We encourage you to apply these insights in your export strategies and continue to seek the opportunity for growth in Taiwan market. Thank you.